Everybody, I'm making a video for More with Dara. It's nighttime with Dara and Herbie. Come here, Herbie. Come here. So, hi.
Hi.
Well, okay, it's like 11 o'clock at night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. On what night is it?
This is ending
May 1st?
May 1st.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and
2015.
what day is it?
It's Friday night.
It's Friday night.
Turning in soon to Saturday morning.
Okay, so here I was at home. I thought, I want to call Herbie and see how he is at 10:40, and he's so happy to hear from me. I'm in my nightgown and slippers, and I'm sitting on the sofa, and he said, want to go meet me and we'll take Roxy for a walk? And I said, sure. So I put on my clothes, and here we are walking.
And it's a beautiful night.
He's always raring to go. I could say, let's go dancing, and he'd say, sure. I could say, let's go hear music, and he would say, sure. I know you would.
Of course.
Right? Yeah.
I was going to mention that, but I figured you would say no at this point.
Yeah, the walk
but
was
the walk was, I think, the right thing.
Yeah, you're so clever. So he's telling me about a book that he's reading.
Yeah, called The Proof of Heaven by a Dr. Alexander.
Yes.
Eben Alexander, who's a neurosurgeon who is well known in his field because he's helped develop certain new procedures that surgery that's done on the brain.
Yes.
And he gets a disease and a problem that even the best doctors all over the world who they've consulted, that they can't figure it out because he's having different things happening to his body. And in terms of what the fluids show and the tests they're writing, that these 4 things, let's say he had 4 different things they're picking up.
While he's in the coma?
Yes. No, even before, when they're testing him.
Okay.
And they can't...
The book's called A Proof of Heaven?
Proof of Heaven.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's only about 180 pages. And they're finding out that in medical history, there's never been these 4 kinds of things in one kind of illness. And lo and behold, he goes into a coma which lasts over 6 days. His family, who loves him, he has 2 sons, a lovely wife, they all agree that even while he's in his coma for 24 hours, around the clock, they'll take turns, they're going to hold his hand.
That's amazing.
Let him know if and when is such a thing that the family is there and wants him to come back. And they're even discussing at the end of the 6 days as the possibility of taking off all the different machinery and what do they call that? Taking the machine, turning off the machines and let nature take its course.
Where's Roxy? Hold on. There she is. Okay, I just had to drop the leash because I'm holding the camera. Go ahead.
Well, you want me to hold it?
That's a good idea. Thank you.
Okay.
Good go, Roxy.
And finally, they're talking about taking him off the machines because all the reports showing that any kind of life that's going in his body is very close to being fatal. And lo and behold, on the 7th morning, his eyes open. And not only is his eyes open, it's like he never had any brain problem. He's talking, and as time came back, because there had to be a little rehabilitation in terms of, but he felt it was necessary to report back to his fellow human beings, where he was pretty much a skeptic. He heard about near-death experiences when he did operations on people's brains and so on. And he not poo-pooed it, but he always is easy in his mind to say there's no God, that this is someone's great imagination, that's something that happened in their life somehow, that now is coming back and being reported. But now, and based on his experiences, he knows there is a God. And it is a happy place. And he explains different things that he goes through and things. Now, there's no language. There's no language. But what happens is if he thinks something and raises a question, he has the answer back in milliseconds.
Wow.
So that's, I mean, it's so...
That's kind of happening now here on Earth. Like, many of us have, like, just a knowing. at times. Many times, like, and the cleaner you get, the clearer you get, the more you just have a knowing about things, and you almost don't have to verbalize and things appear. I've had that happen.
Right, but
you can communicate with people and not...
Yeah, and not talk.
I've had that. I call that higher talking, like when I need to communicate with someone who is not present, like I can't call them on the phone, they may not want to talk, whatever it is. I can close my eyes, and we all can, and kind of summon them. And you wait till their spirit is kind of there and you feel it, and then you can ask them questions, and the answers you get in your head are the answers.
Wow.
So you can do that.
Well, then you have certain qualities.
I've been doing that for 20 years, a long time.
So
15 years.
I mean, I don't know if I should look at you. You're an alien. No, you're a beautiful daughter.
You said I'm an alien? Wait, you said, Roxy liked that, I'm an alien? But you said, because I told Mommy when she was passing,
yes.
Right?
It was call it like a ceremony, so to speak.
Yeah, it was.
And the way you handled it, and how you had prepared the whole house in terms of detoxifying the home, having the flowers, and just filling every possible place that there was a
every
space.
Nook and cranny is filled with love.
Full with love.
Emptied of the junk, filled with love.
And almost you can say that Mother's last minutes was with a smile.
They're beautiful. You said that it felt like it felt like death in the house when I got there, and it felt like love when it did. It felt like death. It felt like heavy and dark. And when she left, Jada said, "Mommy, there's no sadness in this house."
Yeah, and the thing that was amazing, that made me, in reading this book, Proof of Heaven, that you let Mother know that she was leaving a happy place and going to a happy place.
I didn't know. Yeah, that just came to me when she was passing. I said, "You're."
And now, whereas before I thought, gee, Dara handled that beautifully, and I thought a lot of it had to do with a good imagination and sensitivity, and yet now, after reading the book, I think I come to the conclusion that somehow Dara's blessed that she knew. Really, there is a better place. I'm not rushing to meet it, but when my journey is up, I have that feeling I'm going to meet up with Beverly and other members of my family.
Yes, for sure.
And so
that's for sure. I believe that.
It's a very beautiful feeling, but I mean, there's so much still to be done in this part of the world, and this, and what we're in, and certainly, and that's all part of being grateful for so many things that I'm particularly blessed with, more so than what's happened in the last year and a half, because there are not many 86-year-old people who could say that they're walking around where they used to have pains. It's a whole new life. My quality of life is through the, whatever, it broke the scale.
It broke the scale, it removed the cap, whatever cap that was over your head, you busted through it.
And in fact, a lot of times during the day now, when I speak to different people, even on the phone back in New Jersey, because I make about 30 calls now on Fridays to wish people a good Shabbos or a good Sabbath, and it's just a special feeling of connecting with people, and even though I can be 3,000 miles away, I can feel I'm sending love and getting love back. I mean, I'm just so happy and blessed to be where I am, and it's exciting because of the kinds of people I'm meeting almost weekly as a new person, one or more.
I'm getting your business cards printed, and they're going to say, "Herbie, proud father."
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
They're on their way.
Okay.
Because he hands out my cards all the time with my number and my email.
Right.
You're going to have your own.
What is the number now? Last one I saw was 37,500.
It's just shy, maybe 10 shy of 48,000.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So, I mean, there's a lot of good things happening, and more so, I believe that it's so important that that word L-O-V-E, that love, become part of your personality, because it'll cut down arguments, it'll cut down bad feelings, it'll cut down anger, it'll cut down irrationality, whatever. I mean, because everything starts within the person, and no question, there's always change going on, because that's the kind of world we live in, and our body is changing, sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. But I'm finding, at least in what's been explained to me and laid out for me in terms of being an organic vegan raw, is maybe a new person. I have a I have a born again new body, so to speak. And many times people ask me, on a scale of 1 to 10, Herbie, how do you feel? And I'll look at them and I say, I'm an 11, because I feel really it's
so awesome.
It is. That's a great word. Awesome.
It's awesome.
And
it's awesome and awe-inspiring. I'm just switching hands because it's been 10 minutes of holding the camera up, but it's inspiring on so many levels.
Yes.
On so many levels.
So many.
You're the
true.
perfect shining example that it is possible to totally turn it around.
Well,
and be pain-free at 86 after having pain.
Yes, because
That's Sue. Hi, Sue. Dara and Herbie.
Oh,
Hi. Okay, so I'm going to end the video. There goes Herbie to see our neighbor. I thought she moved out. So,
we just came back here for dinner.
Herbie, say goodbye to the people on the video.
bye now. I'll be back like MacArthur.
Okay, well, you can't even make this up. At 11 o'clock at night, he's raring to go. I love you guys. We love you. Get your greens on, like Herbie. See you soon.